Hey Aries, this is your February 2019 Taroscope horoscope. Everything you need to know. This is the beginning of the month, so I let Spirit come through and let them tell you whatever it is they want to talk to you about, whether it's love, money, career. I let them pick this message. In the after this, later weeks, I do focus on money, love, and spiritual growth. But without further ado, Aries, you know how this goes. I always channel a message from Spirit straight to you guys, and then I pull a Celtic Cross. Stick till the end because I have some exciting new announcements for a new offering that I'm offering. And for everyone who's catching it live, hello. I can't see the comments at all. It's just a big blank screen, so apologies there. But let's get into it, Aries. Aries, it's about personal growth this month to lift the heaviness off your chest. You've grown a lot. You're a lot happier than you used to be. But there's a little bit of continuing the growth of seeing yourself in a new light. And we want to give an example of just say a public figure that as you grow and you become a public figure, there's different expectations for you than when you're not a public figure and you're not known. It's kind of time that you see yourself as the bigger light that you are, as the bigger star that you are, as that your words carry influence and impact. So it's not that we're here to tell you guys to be nice. It's not that we're here to tell you guys how to behave. It's that it's more about this month is your awareness of the weight that your words carry, of the weight that your influence carries, of the fact that sometimes you walking in and showing up lightens a person's day. And it's about not taking advantage of that. It's about, God, I like that me just walking in and showing up brightens up their day. There's an energy frequency that you guys are carrying right now to literally just you being you and showing up brightens up people's days. So when they have excited to see you, let go of the worry, any worry that you might be carrying or any guilt that it's so easy for you. Let go of the worry of, oh God, what do they expect out of me now? Let go of that and just go, oh, well, I'm glad you feel better. I'm glad that's working out well for you. Oh, I'm glad you feel better. Like, God, all I had to do was show up though. It's really you who's the champ. It's just recognizing the weight that your influence carries this month for you. And they're saying, without further ado, let's dive into the Celtic Cross. Okay, so the Celtic Cross, you guys got 4 major arcana cards. So you guys are definitely going through a lot. You're going through a lot of soul level, karmic level stuff. I'm going to actually start with the last card this month. For the outcome, you've got the Empress reversed. So I just want to let you know that this is a huge indicator, Aries, that you're not listening to your intuition. You're not tapping in. It's kind of like you get the first intuitive impulse hit, and then you're not waiting for the rest of the message. And then you're not waiting to hear what are the other details of it. It's kind of like if you get an idea to host a workshop. So then you go and tell the whole world, I'm hosting a workshop. But sometimes it's about getting the first idea. Okay, I'm going to be doing a workshop. Tell me more about the workshop. Who is the workshop for? What are some of the details for it? How much should I charge for it? How often should I offer it? There's a little bit of jumping the gun and rushing it. So it's definitely a month of like slowing down, not slowing down to a turtle's pace, just about give yourself half a day, another day when you get an idea so that you can hear any of the follow-up advice that you're getting from your own intuition and your own spirit guides. Okay, I just had to jump there because the basis of your month, you got 3 reverse major arcana cards. So I kind of wanted to jump to something good before we dive into this. Okay, so you got the Balance, Judgment reversed, you got the Hermit reversed, and you got the Awakening reversed. Okay, so what this means for you. So the basis of the month for you is you got the Balance reversed. So that means that there is a part of you that's feeling a little, I'm not going to say unbalanced because the other surrounding cards here, it's that it's more like you're denying yourself the full pleasure that you could be having. You're denying yourself your true happiness for the basis of this month. It's kind of like there's a little bit of rush, get it through, get that adrenaline hit, get that little feel good hit with however you're getting that hit, and not tapping into how you want it this day. And like one example I could give you is sometimes when I make these videos every month, I try to get, you know, for 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes before each different zodiac, I just set some time aside to get in the moment, to get in the energy of that zodiac sign. And then I ask like, okay, what tarot deck do I use for this zodiac sign? Do I want to do a general channeling, a theme? What spread should I use? It's setting that intention, that craft, instead of just rushing. And it's more about, there's a little bit of rushing that you're doing right now. When you just allow yourself that, yes, it's energy first and then action. When you get the intuitive hit, law of attraction, when you get the inspired idea, it's about getting the inspired idea and then also taking the action. They're trying to let you know, slow down a bit, because sometimes the first idea is followed up by 2 or 3 more ideas. Then you get to pick which one you like the best, or then you get more details on it. So it's a little bit of slow down. And the reason why all of that is coming up for you, because it kind of looks like so this is the basis of your month, okay? This is the underlying soul level lesson, life level lesson, karmic level lesson as to why this is coming up. And it looks like you're coming out of hiding. You're coming out of a period of fear of your life. You're coming out of fear. It's like you're starting to realize that it's safe. And now that you realize it's safe, it's kind of like the kid who wasn't able to walk for 4 years. Now you can magically overnight walk. So you're just taking off and running, but you're like overburning yourself. And then the next day you're so sore you can't keep going. So it's more about becoming aware that like, hey, I do feel safer. Hey, I am navigating the world a bit easier. It's really about, this is just understanding why you're kind of in a stage of rush, because after a period of like isolation, you're starting to feel so much better that of course you just want to get out there in bigger and better ways, offer new things. But the energy that's crossing this is that a lot of, it's the Awakening Major Arcana card. So a lot of your growth probably this month and the next month, if not couple of months, is really about a lot of emotional growth. It's kind of like, wake up. You have the career success. Of course, people will want more money. Of course, people will want more, but wake up. Wake up and realize that you've hit a lot of the success that you want. Now it's time to really do the final touches of the soul searching. And so what that looks like is that a lot of times people, when they go through healing, because they grew up with those cray parents, they do the first round of healing, which is the whole like releasing the trauma, feeling the anger, releasing the anger, forgiving. But then there's the next step. And the next step is, if you grew up with crazy parents, the narcissist, the abuser, the abandonment, the alcoholic, whatever it may have been, there's certain behaviors that you adopted. So after you do the first round of healing, which is letting go of all those negative vibrations and emotions, then sometimes it's about learning how to re-interact with the world in a new way. Because let's just do the example. If you did have the abusive father, and he came home late every day, once you get over the first stage of healing of, my dad was never there for me, he didn't show me love the way I wanted him to show me, I forgive him, I get that he's just human. You still have to, you have that pattern ingrained about associating love with a guy not being there. So if you're a female and you're dating, they'll probably attract in a lot of guys who are emotionally unavailable and all of that. So once you've done all the healing, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck and go, I thought I healed from that. Why am I still attracting it? A lot of times it's the second step of that is, of course, I have a pattern of attracting them in. I had all that old energy, all that old association. And now I'm in the phase. That's what this combo is about. I'm in a new phase of rewriting the type of interactions that I want to call in. I'm in a new phase of wanting to do things in a new way. And universe, like, show me how love with men could be better. I want to see the different types of relationships that are out there. So it's not a month about manifesting a specific goal income, a specific lover, your husband, a specific job. It's more of a month of universe. What are my options? What are all the ways I could make more money doing what I'm doing? What are all the ways that I can allow more love into my life? How can I have more harmonious relationships with the opposite sex, or maybe your same sex? I don't care. It's how can I enjoy romantic relationships more? You're more at a phase of like emotional manifestations and emotional growth, so that you can see your options. And then once you have more options, options are good. Options is free will. So it's really a month of like awakening to all of your options before taking action. That's what I'm going to title this. Awakening to all of your options before taking action. And that's going to go for love, money, for everything. Okay, because it looks like, ooh, you got the Queen of Fire in your past. So it looks like in your recent past, you definitely had a surge of confidence. You had a surge of knowing you're the shit. You've had a recent surge of confidence of the ability to tap into what you want and take action. But that's also what's kind of leading into the little bit of overaction right now. So the recent surge of confidence is good, but something happened that really made you feel like just good about being you and good about your ability to think and good about your ability to take action. So I'm happy to hear that, Aries. And in terms of what's going on in the present moment, you got the Ace of Water, you got the Ace of Cups. So yes, there is a possibility of new love. It is the card of new love, someone new coming into your life. But it's also kind of like you're just learning how to love life more. It's kind of like you're waking up from your slumber. You're waking up from the anger and the hurt and the trauma. You're just starting to realize, like, I love life. You're really starting to wake up to love life more. That's what's going on in the current moment for you. Okay, so now we're getting to some sad stuff. Coming into the future for you. Oh, coming into the future for you. Okay, this actually isn't so sad. You got the 10 of Air reversed, 10 of Swords reversed. So all this is saying, in conjunction with all the other cards, is that coming into the future, it does look like there's a little bit of a hesitation to let something go. And it's like the old way of being. So let's say you're like the son in the family and you're used to being the one actually financially providing for others, but you've gone through all this like growth of not rushing to action, really make sure it's aligned with you, feeling more confident and allowing yourself to love life more, allowing yourself to love yourself in a new way. This is just a card of like, it could be a new lover coming in, but it could also be like learning to love yourself in a whole new way. There's a little bit of unwillingness to let go of the old way that you used to get your needs and emotions met. So if you were the son who's always financially providing for others, and then this month you're like, no, you know what? Like, I learned how to earn money. I learned how to do this. I think the rest of my family could do this too. The reason why you haven't been able to stop giving money is because there's the emotional reason why you gave it. It means I'm a good son, or the ego. It means I'm a good son if I give money. Oh, if I give them money, then they have to celebrate my birthday with me. If I give them money, then that means that society will accept me better. So there's those underlying emotional reasons why you were doing previous things in your life that you kind of become aware of what need is that satisfying for you, so you can move on and go forward much more confidently. And so the money example is just an example for you, is just to get your brain kind of stirring of like, why can't you leave that ex-lover? Or why do you still feel the need to pick up every phone call from your mother? It could play out in many different ways for you, but it's just know that there's a little bit of resistance to actually carry through on some actions you want to get. That's so conflicting. They give you two messages, Aries. One was awaken to the full idea before you take action. Oh, they're clarifying. It is about awakening to the full action before the full idea before you take action. But it's also about there's a personality shift going through. The person who earns $30,000 a year compared to the person who earns $90,000 a year, they have different mindsets around money. They have different mindsets around how much can they have. A lot of times people who are in like poverty consciousness, it's because they think that if they get money, that means they're evil. If they get money, then all their friends will think they're in that evil upper class. The person who makes 90 and up, they've kind of already come that, and no, money doesn't make me evil. But there's a little bit of holding on to the old identity. But guys, think about this. Actually a really big deal, because someone who is making like 30,000 a year, they've had their whole life with all my friends. We do the frugal living together. We shop coupons together. It's a way that you showed love and connection. It's the way that you had friendship. It's the way that you showed yourself that you had grit, that you can make it. So if you go and make extra money, it's like your whole world actually gets turned upside down. You're like, wait a second, what does this say about me? Am I part of that evil class now? Am I evil? Am I bad? Is it okay for me to have money? Is it okay for me to have savings and not give it away philanthropically? It's all those like subconscious stuff going on in your mind right now. And there's just a little bit, just know that no matter how happy you feel right now and how good you feel right now, there's just a little bit more growth ahead to get you even happier. In terms of your personal power this month, so you got the 2 of air reversed. Oh, your personal power this month is, because this is the card about like when it's upright, it's like stalemate, not making a decision. When it's reversed, in this sense though, for this spread, your personal power this month is about recognizing that a lot of the beautiful things ahead for you are kind of out of your control. So it is about, universe, show me how. How can this get done easier? What do I need to learn to be able to do X, Y, Z? Universe, show me how. It's really about you're letting go of control. You're letting go of I must get an exact TV appearance. I must get a book deal. I must get paying clients. You're letting go of the how. Your personal power this month is let go of the how and just focus on the, you know what, I do just want to feel happier. I do want to feel better on dates. I want to feel more comfortable when I'm on dates. I want to feel more of the vibration of love when I'm at dates. I want to feel more connection with the person when I'm on the date. It's really more focusing on the emotions that you want to feel and then let the universe deliver how that happens. And that's like a big shift. A lot of people who try to manifest, they focus on I want 100,000 followers. I want a $10,000 client. I want this exact car. They focus on the one specific thing, but there's a different way to manifest too and to change and grow life. And sometimes it's also about like, universe, I just want to feel successful. What are the different ways that I can have success in my life now? And then let them show you. That's when you'll bump into the person who's like a TV appearance. Then you'll bump into the person who does YouTube. Then you'll bump into the person who's like the salesman. Then you'll bump into the person who's a manager. And you'll get to talk to them. And then you'll get to choose, yeah, the way that guy feels, that's how I want to feel. And then the universe will deliver. I can't explain that any other way. I don't know how else to. I hope that makes sense. Comment below after we post this. In terms of outside influence this month, okay, outside influences are just trying to let you know that there's something that you rushed to action on a little bit. And just because it didn't go as well as you thought it would have, it's okay. It's just there was a little bit of rushing to action. So know that it's okay. Know that it's okay to go to say, instead of giving up and throwing your hands in the air, it's more about, hey, how can I make this more successful? It's kind of like, don't doubt your intuition because it didn't turn out as glorious and glamorous as other things have in the past for you when you followed your intuition. It's more about, okay, I got the intuitive hit for this. What's my next guidance on this? Is there something I could do better? Is there something I could be doing differently to make this more successful? It's be willing to ask the second tier questions, the third tier questions, the fourth tier questions on this one. I wonder why I can't see comments at all, guys, for those of you who are catching it live. In terms of your hopes or fears this month, it kind of looks like there's a little bit of fear of success coming in here. There's a little bit of fear of, wait, things are going way too good. I kind of have the trust that no one's going to come in and take it away from me now, but can I really trust this? So you have a fear of heartbreak. You have a fear of something bad happening. Guys, I'm not seeing anything bad in the cards. And we channeled from George. George is a spirit guide who does the general message in the beginning. I didn't pick up anything bad. It's really more about it's really more about the outcome for you. It's really more about like trusting your intuition more, and that even though it didn't work out how you would have thought it would have, it was still the right decision for you. It's just about learning to like slow down and get more of the divine download before you take action. And I can share you guys, there's the book, I think it's called Big Magic. It's all about like rewriting how you view failure. And I can tell you guys, I've had workshops where I've had 50 people show up. I've had workshops where I've had 30 people show up. I've also had workshops where I've had 2 people show up. I have also had workshops where no one signed up. It's about knowing that there's still a lesson in the one where no one showed up. It's like you really building that validation that you're enough, even if no one needed help that month. When you had the 2 people sign up, it's knowing that those 2 people really needed that extra hands-on support. It's really about kind of finding that even though the recent disappointment, that there's still success in it, and it's trusting your intuition. Because sometimes, guys, or this could also be sometimes when you get an idea and you're like, talk to this person, but then you see them on the streets, you shy away and you just get a little fearful, or like, oh no, they make so much money, they're going to think I just want to talk to them, or like whatever bullshit reasons going on in your head. Sometimes it means you weren't supposed to get a job with them. Sometimes it's about getting you in the energy of it so that when the actual person comes around, you've already cleared all those emotions behind it. So it's really keep trusting your intuition, even though you had that little bit of rushed action and a little bit of disappointment. Okay, I love you guys. For those of you who are still around, some great ways to show support to the channel are, please give this a thumbs up. Give me a comment down below. It really helps the video reach more people. Give me a subscribe if you liked the content and want to stay up to date with the rest of my content. And for those of you who do donate, I appreciate it so, so much. When you catch it live, you could always donate via the super chat. It really helps me keep afloat so I can keep making these, and I love making them. You could also donate down below with the PayPal button. Mwah! Big thank you to everyone who has done that. And for those of you who are sticking around for the new offering I have, I am offering mediumship reads for the first time in my entire career, publicly doing it. If you would like to connect with a crossed over loved one, I've gone and set it up on my website. So just go to kellylunt.com, navigate to the Work With Me tab. And that's it. Just go there. You'll see the link to book it. Once you book it, you'll get redirected to a typical checkout page. You'll enter the normal details. And then after you book, you'll be redirected to a scheduling calendar. I set aside 45 minutes because in my experience, that's how long they tend to last. If there's more questions that come through, if they're still there with more information, we'll go the full hour. There's no stickler on time here, and there's no limit. If you and the whole fam bam want to be present as we do this, bring as many people as you want. Okay, love you guys bunches. I hope you liked the video, and see you on a live video call if you want a mediumship read. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.